Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a St. Patrick's inspired day glam using all drugstore makeup. You guys know I live, breathe, and die for drugstore makeup. So today I pulled out some of the best products in my opinion, or products that I love, and we're going to create an amazing flawless base plus this really pretty green look that is perfect for St. Patty's. So I hope you guys enjoy today's tutorial. Grab your cafecito and let's get right into this beat because honey, we slayed. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to prep the eyes with a little bit of concealer. You guys already know I just like to let you guys watch me do the makeup instead of like talking your ear off. So I'm going to play some music and we're going to drink our coffee. We're going to sip on our coffee. And we're going to do a cute, simple green eye look that is perfect for St. Patrick's. It's wearable, but it's still colorful, you know? It's cute. And the eyes are done. They're cute, they're simple, but they're still giving St. Patrick's, which is the best part. And y'all, the Dreamscape, I thought it said Dreamsicle. The Dreamscape palette from Profusion is so good. You just have to like really layer it and use a good, almost like a grippy primer to really make those eyeshadows pop. Look at that shimmer. It is so pretty. Let's move on to the face. I really want my makeup to stay on, and especially if you're going to go to a party for like St. Patrick's or whatever you're going to do, I want my makeup to stay in place all day. For that, I'm going to go in with the Profusion Get a Grip primer, and we're just going to blend this out with a brush. And we're going to let that get a little bit tacky. It's hydrating. It doesn't pill, but it's not like overly sticky, but it's enough to just hold the makeup in place all day. And I've been really liking it because it doesn't make me oily like other primers. I guess that's why I don't use primers as much, because I'm like, I get oily either way, so I might as well just save me an extra step. I'm gonna let this dry down. I'm gonna use this foundation today, the True Match from L'Oreal. I honestly hope this is not too light, because I swear with my tan, I think this is actually gonna be a perfect match for my tan. Yes, this is such a skin-friendly foundation. If you want something that looks like your skin but just better, she is it. And she is an OG, okay? She has been around for quite some time, and she's just that girl. Look at that. It blends so nicely. I'm using the shade W6.5, and usually this is just a little too dark, but right now this is my perfect match. Oh my gosh, I love this. Are you guys ready for spring break? I don't know if anywhere else, but here in Texas, at least the school that my kids are zoned to, we have spring break next week. And I need to find activities like to keep, especially Lincoln, to keep them busy because I mean, my 12-year-old, she usually like makes plans with her friends and she'll go do her own thing. But with Lincoln, like if you guys are boy moms, you know boys are just hyper and active and they just need to get their wiggles out. So I need some good recommendations for things to do around like the Houston area. If you guys are local, let me know. What do you guys like to do for the spring, for spring break? Or if you guys are gonna go on vacation, where are you guys going? I need to know. Spill the tea, sis. For concealer, I'm gonna go back to my current favorite one, the e.l.f. Soft Glam Concealer. I cannot put her down. Like, just everything about this concealer is perfect, from the color, the undertones, the way it blends, the way it wears. Oh, the price on this, amazing. It's a really, really good concealer. Between this one and the About Face, both of those are going to be like my favorites for the rest of the summer. I just already, I feel it in my bones. Okay, let's blend this out. Let's use this little brush from Morphe. Oh my gosh, speaking of Morphe, you guys, guess what? So they contacted me, I think last week. They sent me a DM on Instagram saying that they've been loving my content lately and that they wanted to add me to their PR list. When I tell you, my jaw was on the floor because, I mean, if you guys have been with me for a long time, you know how long I've been using Morphe, okay? I love their products and I've never received any PR. I always purchase everything, which obviously I'm happy to because I genuinely love the brand. But when you do get PR, it's nice because makeup is expensive. And as a influencer, we have to buy, I mean, we don't have to, but we tend to buy new products, new launches to show you guys what's new, what's trendy, all that stuff. So being on a PR list from brands is definitely a blessing, and it's so underrated how beneficial it is to us because yeah, you're saving a lot of money by not buying a bunch of makeup. You know what I mean? And then yeah, the fact that it's Morphe, I was just so happy. So yeah, I just want to share that with you guys because I am excited to potentially be getting PR from Morphe. And then for blush, I think coral goes really well. Should I do coral or should I do pink? I'm kind of doubting myself now. I kind of want to do coral though. Okay, I'm just going to stick with this. This is the Soft Matte Beauty Wand from Mco Beauty and Peach Belini, which we all know who they duped for this. Like, I mean, the first one to really do it was Miss Charlotte Tilbury, and then like Tarte and everybody like followed suit. But yeah. Oh, this is a little, I think it's a little old, so it's a little thick. Ooh, but that color is really pretty, and it's a thicker consistency because it's matte, but also I think it's just maybe drying out. That's really pretty actually. I wasn't sure how it was going to look up against the green, but I like it. What do you guys think? I'm going to add a little bit of bronzer to my forehead, and I'm going to use this little lifter stick from Maybelline, my current favorite. You know what? I don't want to get all my brushes super dirty, so I'm just going to clean off some excess of that brush on the foundation brush, and I'm just going to use that because why not? I hate, excuse me, I hate cleaning my brushes, and if I can save on anything, like as far as like not cleaning brushes, I will avoid getting them dirty. I'm gonna take some right here. We're gonna set the skin first with the Mco Beauty Pressed Powder. This is again a dupe for Charlotte Tilbury in the shade number 2 Natural Medium. And then for my loose powder, the Infallible Blur-fection brightening powder, just to give a little brightness to the under eye. My holy grail brush for removing powder is this one from Morphe. It's the V106. I know that they revamped their collection, so I will see if they have anything like this and link it down below. But I love how it's like, you know, it comes to a little point and it just hugs the under eye so nicely. Not to mention the bristles on the brush are extremely soft. And this is the only thing I will use for my under eyes to press the powder into my skin. And that is my biggest tip on getting flawless skin, is to press the powder into the skin instead of like laying it like this, because it'll just sit on top and it'll look blotchy. Press it into the skin. Adding a little bit more blush. This is the Rimmel London Sweet Cheeks blush. One of my OG favorites. If you've been watching me forever, this is a very, very old blush. I think this is a newer one that I got because the other one either broke or I actually used it all. But if you want a true peach blush, a little chalky, mind you. She is a little chalky, but she's only like $4 or $5. Try these, and they're good. They're good enough. Adding a little bronzer. This is from L'Oreal. This is Deep Tan. And I'm just going to add this to the areas where we've already added the cream bronzer. I don't want to do it too much, even though I think I just did. But I want to add just enough to where it'll bring some warmth to the forehead. And then whatever's left on my brush, I just run it through my cheekbones right here. And then through the jawline, of course. Just like that. We're just gonna finish off the eyes by applying the same color to the lower lash. Then I think I'm gonna throw in a little bit of a lime green eyeliner just to tie this whole look together. And that is it, you guys. This is my take on a St. Patrick's inspired makeup look, budget friendly. All these products are drugstore, so it just goes to show you glam can totally be done on a budget. I will say it over and over again. I will never get tired of that. I hope you guys recreate this look. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys love it. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I might see you again before then, but until then, I love you guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.